pound of macaroni, a can of diced tomatoes, and then your spices are chili powder, Italian seasoning, garlic salt, onion salt, and celery seed. Then you also put in celery, diced, onion diced, and you fry this.
And how much hamburger?
At least a pound and a half. And you dice your onions and your celery. I know this don't look very safe, but
Well, that's how you do it, huh?
that's how I do it. And when you get too much, like I did, you just
Turn it on.
yeah.
A little bit above medium heat.
Be sure you put your water on the boil before you start frying, because it don't take very long for the macaroni to cook. It won't cook if you don't turn it up on high. This one.
Yep.
Okay, now we're going to do celery, and I cut it this way. Not like that. This way. So I've got small. A lot of people don't like celery, so I cut it small. Be sure you stir your hamburger and your onions and stuff so it all gets mixed up good. Take a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. A heaping. Even if you run it over, don't hurt. Then you take a teaspoon of chili. That's all in. A teaspoon of garlic salt. Well, put your garlic salt. And a teaspoon of onion salt. And a dash of celery seed. 1, 2, 3. Then you stir it all up so the flavor gets into all of it. Then you take salt, regular salt, just shake it however you want it. Regular pepper, just shake it. Water's boiling, we're gonna put our spaghetti in. And this, have to go a little. Most cooks will say all you're doing is making your macaroni greasy, but I always add a little bit of grease to it, or oil, not grease, oil, and it keeps it from sticking, and it does not make it greasy. Now, they might be professional cooks, but I believe I've cooked a little longer than some of them have, even though I don't know it all.
Do you think you're a better cook than Gordon Ramsay?
Oh, I don't know about that now.
You could probably teach him a thing or two, huh?
Well, I don't know.
So you don't put a whole lot in there, just a little dab, right?
Yeah, just a little bit, enough to keep it from sticking. Maybe a 1/8 or 1/4 teaspoonful. You let all this cook real good, and it'll be a little bit watery, but that's all right because you need the extra juice when you put your tomatoes in. And I don't know if 1 can's gonna be enough for this or not. I may have to go to 2 cans, but most of the time, when you make a 1 can of diced tomatoes, it's sufficient for it. Hi, future me, 2 cans of tomatoes, not 1 when you make that big of a pan full of it. And get done, all the hamburger done. And all of it cooked in. I pour my tomatoes in and let it simmer for a little bit till my macaroni gets done. And then I go back to my spices and I put a dab in of each one of them, just a dab. That way I know I've got enough. Just a shake. And then you stir it good.
It already smells really good.
I don't like real big chunks of hamburger, so I mash it pretty much with a fork. Now I'm going to put my tomatoes in, just dump it in the tomatoes, and let them cook a little bit. That gives it flavor. And while that's doing that, I take a little forkful of oleo, just a fork. See? Put it in here, turn it around. It's not that fattening and it does add flavor. Like I said, all that liquid with this hamburger doesn't matter because you're gonna use liquid in with your macaroni. Just sit there and let it cook for a little bit. So all the flavor gets in, everything gets cooked and done. You stir it every little bit so it don't stick or burn. Like usually it won't with the liquid in it, but just in case, it doesn't hurt to stir. And you know, after you taste it, when it's done and you taste it, if it doesn't have enough spices to it, you can always add spices again and stir it up in your pot. That's no problem.
After the noodles are in it?
Yeah, after you put it all together, you can still add some spices and stir it up if it's not spicy enough for you. It just kind of depends on your own taste, what you want.
So I want to know, is it true that if you throw a spaghetti noodle to the wall and it sticks, it's done?
That's plumb stupid. That's just another mess to clean up. All you gotta do is take it out there and paint it and see if it's done. I never heard of such shit. Okay, that your macaroni should be done, and then you drain it. Like me, and probably dump it in the sink. But you don't cool it. Put the pan back on there. Pick it up. Let it drain. Pour it back in your pan. Add a good tablespoon of oleo. Big heaping one.
Just throw it in somewhere. Doesn't matter which one.
And stir it up. fire off. Get your hot pad.
This is what your hamburger's looking like at this point.
Yeah. Then you pour it in this. Stir it up. Now, if you want more tomatoes, all you gotta do is open the can, pour it in there, because the stuff's still hot. Think that's enough?
I think it's good. I don't like a whole lot of tomatoes in mine, but it's up to you. It don't matter to me.
Don't matter to me, because... Okay, there's your goulash.
Is it done?
It's done.
You got any last words?
Phew, I'm glad I'm done. No, it's... Just give it a try. You kind of have to add, subtract to your own taste. Like with your spices and stuff.
And she wants to know if you guys try it and how it turns out on every video. She wants to know if you guys try it, and if you do, she wants to know how it turned out, right?
Right.
Yeah, so please leave a
I'm
comment.
Worth all this time I do it. But you have to stir now from the bottom up.
So, you gonna tell them bye?
Bye. I'm done.
See you next time.